Let's get into track 2, Elizabeth Taylor. Again, for the most part, some of these I have no idea what they could be about. Of course, I know Elizabeth Taylor is an iconic figure in time, and that's about all I know. I have no idea what the track will involve. So let's get into it. Here's track 2, Elizabeth Taylor. Okay, same piano. Ooh, same piano vibe though, right? Ooh, these strings. Wow.
That view of Portofino was on my mind when you called me at the Plaza Atene.
Ooh, I love these strings. Beautiful.
All the right guys
Doesn't feel like it should be me. It's kind of sad.
They withered away, but you blew. Portofino was on my mind.
Ooh, these strings, man.
Your letters ever said goodbye. I cried my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay, we opened it up.
It's forever.
She just took the whole floor out and it dropped down.
Have fun if I can't help being high and wild when Hollywood hates me. Only as hard as your last hit, baby. Been number one, but I never had to. And I can't have fun if I can't have you.
Travis. I'm so glad that opened up because I was like, dang, another kind of like slow vibe.
All at once. Babe, I would trade the Cartier for someone to trust. We hit the best booze.
Just kidding, LOL. That's funny. This is giving very Reputation vibes. Not sonically, but lyrically. Ooh, that piano, like, that was cool. I think it's a harp, actually. Maybe both. Hey, love that drop. Hey, hey, hey. So still a slower vibe, but like more upbeat in a way. Lover, okay. Lover reference. Little hi-hat action here. Ooh, that harp, man. Very elegant sounding, right? To display this royalty and luxury. Hey. Violet. All right, upper harmony, come on. I hear you. Oh, okay. You're only as hot as your last hit. Like her music, right? Yeah. Ooh, break it down. Not mine. Not a Speak Now reference. That was more the vibe I was expecting so far. I think of this album, we opened it up. Thank God. When she started with just the piano again, I was like, "Hey, I'm literally a pianist. I love piano, but like, okay, come on." I thought that was a bit more of the Folklore Evermore vibe, and thank God the whole like floor fell out and the whole beat dropped, and I loved that. I really like the imagery. Again, in this track, I love the violet color. I haven't heard her, in my experience, I haven't heard her really reference the color violet too much, I don't think. So I like that was a repetitive color that we were kind of being shown. Of course, Elizabeth Taylor, that's also like, to me, almost like a Princess Diana vibe. I don't know if that's a hot take or if that's totally not right, but that was the first imagery that I got, like Princess Diana being this big icon and in the media and in the spotlight. And a lot of like Lady Gaga has referenced Princess Diana in some of her music lately. So I'm kind of getting that vibe in how Taylor is referencing Princess Diana, or referencing Elizabeth Taylor in that same mindset, you know? And of course, like I mentioned, with being Reputation kind of not lyrically vibing, not sonically vibing, but lyrically vibing in a way of like, be my New York when Hollywood hates me, like that kind of vibe of like being hated. You're only as hot as your last hit, baby. That seems very Reputation referenced in a way. Been number one, but I never had two. I still am trying to wrap my head around that, what that really means. Is that about her music? Is that about her relationship? Been number one, but never had two. Overall, I think the instrumentation is really what helped sell this song. In a way, I loved that string. Oh my gosh, the way the strings opened up and the harp, that like right when the beat dropped in the chorus, the way that harp went up. I thought it was piano at first, and it might have been, but I really loved that. That just like really painted the picture of this like lavish and luxury, and I'm getting the imagery of The Great Gatsby and getting that imagery of Daisy, like when at the beginning she's in that big living room or whatever room that is, and all the curtains open and the Lana Del Rey starts blasting. That was the imagery that I think she's trying, in my opinion, to convey here as Elizabeth Taylor, with that luxury and that that beautifulness, but in a way, at what cost, right? That's kind of the whole concept here, is the life of a showgirl, at what cost. And I'd trade the Cartier for you, or whatever it said. Just kidding. Like, what does that mean? So I don't know. I think that's really kind of trying to I think that's really tying in that concept of life of a showgirl, and really what we're about to get into with this album.